Hi there. Today we're going to talk about how much money you can make with your book on KDP. So if you're interested in finding out how the pricing works, how the royalties work, when and how you get paid, and things like that, then please stick around. Hi there. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lisa Oliver and I am an MM paranormal romance author. Since 2014, I have been self-publishing and currently have roughly 80 titles in my backlist, and I'm always adding more. If you want to find out more about my books and the things that I write, you can search for me on Amazon, that is Lisa Oliver Author, or you can search for me on Google with the same search term. Just type in Lisa Oliver Author. Right, let's get down to tic-tacs. You're wanting, I see this everywhere on all sorts of forums. People putting up that random question, how much can I make with a book on KDP? And the problem is that 9 times out of 10, those questions are asked by people that are looking at writing as the get rich quick genre, which it isn't. But, there are possibly some genuine newbie authors out there who would kind of like to know as well, but don't want to ask because they don't want to come across as though they're just trying to make a quick buck. If you're looking to make a quick buck with writing, I would suggest porn, honestly. And actually, no, I wouldn't even suggest that because you still have to market what you've written. So if you're jumping on those courses that tell you can make money uploading low content or no content books, like the journals and the planners and all that sort of thing, please believe me, it's been done to death. And if you're concerned that all Amazon genres are saturated, I don't think that that's possible in fiction stories because of KU, a number of people are actually reading more and more books. So they want to get their value out of their subscription. So, and we will talk about the impact of KU later on in this video. But first of all, let's just say we've put our book up on, like I've got a book up at the moment, my new book, and yes, I'm going to do a shameless plug here. My new book, Don't Judge a Prince by His Undergarments, is currently up on Amazon on pre-order. It comes out live on the 29th of August 2022. Yay! And I have priced that at $4.99 USD. So because it's the largest marketplace for Amazon is USD. So I have done that. And I will receive, because I have priced that at $4.99, for every title that I sell, for every unit per book, per ebook that I sell, I will make 70% of that figure. And I don't know if I can do this while I'm on camera. Oh, I might be able to. I'm not sure. Okay, so if we've got $4.99, I'm not sure if that's going to record or not, but I'm just doing a quick thing with my calculator, and I'm going to times that by 70%, and that equals, so I'm going to make $3.49, basically $3.49. I don't know why that's my little hooflicky's mucking up. But okay, so it's $3.49 per each unit sold. And then I do have to pay 5% because I live in New Zealand, and New Zealand has a tax treaty with the United States. So it means I pay 5% tax through Amazon, and then I pay tax to the New Zealand government on the money that arrives over here. But that's by the by. As a rule, I'm making $3.49 for every book I've sold. Now, some people will say, well, why don't you put the price up? And the reason for that is because people won't buy them. Since the advent of KU, a lot of people don't buy their books. They borrow them through KU, they read them, and they return them. And there's a lot of positives in KU for that. But if you are pricing your book to sell the way I do, then what you want to look at is what can a person comfortably afford. And my book prices haven't changed since 2014. The reason for that being, if you charge something over $5, people start to second guess whether or not they really want to buy it. And I know that for myself as a reader, that if some of the published books through traditional publishers in my genre, their book prices were going up to $6 and $7. And because I'm in New Zealand, I already have to contend with the exchange rate and 15% GST. So once a book starts pricing itself in the $7, $8 mark, it's not worth it to me. I won't buy it. I will go without, because there is so many other books I could be reading. And it doesn't matter if it's my favourite author in the whole entire world. And no, I couldn't tell you who that was. But if it's priced over $5, I won't buy it. There are some readers that will. But if you are starting out and you are trying to make a name for yourself as an author, then one of the worst things you want to do is reduce as many barriers as possible to people buying it. So I am suggesting that you keep your book, if your book is around 180 to 250 pages long, then I would make sure the price is under $5. If your book is under 150 pages long, like more like the 100-page mark, I would price it cheaper at probably $3.99, because you do not want to rip your readers off either. But anyway, okay, so we have a book and we're going to price it at $4.99, which means that every time somebody buys that, I get $3.49. And if you sold your book for that price, that's what you'd get. And this so then brings us to KU. KU is done entirely different. Under the KU system, you have to have your book exclusive to Amazon, which means if you put your book through KU, you can't sell Smooth through Smashwords, through Apple, through Barnes & Noble, Kobo, or anybody. You can only sell it through Amazon. And when you do it on KU, you get paid half a cent per page, or it's just under. It used to be about 0.4 of a cent per page. And Amazon tracks that, obviously, through their Kindles and what have you, because that's how it's done. And then you are paid per page read. Now, that is a shocking amount of money. It means, and I'm going to be playing with my computer, with my calculator again, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but let's say, for example, I think my last book was something like 180 pages, so if it was 180 pages, and that was selling at, and I got 0.004, assuming that's what the current price is, then that means every time somebody read my book, I would make 72 cents. And that's if they read it from cover to cover. Now, as you can see, that's a big difference from $3.49. So I am not inclined to go on KU, but I have been building up my readership for 9 years. So I have people who will buy my book because they know me, they already know who I am and what I write like and my writing style, and they enjoy my work, which is really awesome. It is only a small audience, but by golly, I am really blessed with how wonderful they are. But what if you haven't got any readers? What if you are new? This is your this is your first book out. Then what would you do? Well, you might only be making cents on the book, but honestly, you are better off going on KU. And I am as shocked as anybody else that I would say that, because when KU first came out, I was horrified. But my daughter, whom I've mentioned in a couple of my videos, Holly Oliver, she she put out her first book, and she made more money in KU page reads than she did in sales, because she's new. People don't know what she writes like. People don't know her writing style. They don't even know if they're going to enjoy the story. If they get it on KU, it doesn't really cost them anything, because it's already incorporated in their subscription cost every month. So for avid readers, they'll happily try her book out, and then if they like it, they may buy it later, but they will read it through KU, because that way, if they don't like it, they just close the book halfway through, send it back, and get another one. And that's fine. Holly gets paid for what they've read so far, but not anything else. And that's another advantage with KU, and why even more established authors are now considering it, despite the fact that it basically pays sod all. People can't refund KU page reads. And refunds are becoming huge problems in Amazon book sales. In fact, quite some time ago, actually it wasn't that long ago, there was apparently a book talk or an author talk or whatever, I think it was a book talk trend on TikTok, that for people to buy a book from Amazon, read it, and then refund it. And I know that Amazon is doing things in the background to try and stop that happening now, because it's happening far too often. There were some authors who owed Amazon money at the end of the month. And as a new author, you don't want that. So going through KU might be a way whereby you don't make as much money per book, but you are more likely to get people trying your book because it's on KU. And that's a weighing up act that only you can do. But anyway, so yeah, this is something you would need to work out for yourself in terms of investment, in terms of what you want. Are you building up your career? Like, as an established author, some of my older books now are on KU because I've made my sales from them. And this is something else other authors are doing, where they will leave their book wide. So I will publish my books on Amazon and then through Smashwords to be distributed through Barnes & Noble, Apple, Kobo, and all those. And I might leave it there for 6 months to a year. And then once I know it's sold itself, made its money back type thing, then I can take it off of Smashwords and put it on KU in Amazon, and I don't lose out, because I also have a small but very loyal readership through Smashwords as well, who refuse to buy from Amazon. So I'm juggling the two. But that is another alternative. When you do put your books on KU, it has to be exclusive to Amazon for a minimum of 3 months. And by default, it ticks that it will flip over. So you need to keep check of your dates so that you can go in, and if you only want it on for 3 months, you need to go in and then take it off. Manually do that so that it doesn't just flip over automatically. That's just something else to watch with if you decide to try KU for a while, or want to try like wide for 3 months, KU for 3 months, or whatever else, just to help, spread your sales out and to help maximize the income from your titles. And finally in this, we were just going to talk about how the money is paid and when. Again, this is why I laugh my silly little head off when I hear of people saying, oh, if you want to make this much and that much per month from doing this, that, and the other with low content and no content books and things like that. Amazon pays 60 days after the end of the month. So, and I'll tell you, I still struggle to work this out. Okay, so the money for the books I made in August, from August sales, I won't get paid in September. I won't get paid in October. I will be paid at the beginning of November. For the books I sold in August, I will be paid for them in November. Now, it works out because I put out damn near a book a month, and I have a huge backlist, so I make sales even when I'm not putting books out, because I've got 80 books, 80 other books people can go and read. So I get a payment every month. But when you first start and you first put your book out, which is so exciting, you see the money racking up, and it's so, you see your page reads racking up and all that sort of thing, and it's really exciting. You're not going to get that money for 2 months, okay? So you just have to tie-ho, but you will get it in 2 months. And the one thing I will also say is that in 9 years that Amazon's been paying me, there's only been 1 month, and it was just after Christmas, and there was a problem with the UK payment, I think. Because you get more than one pay, did I mention that? Because Amazon's got, was it 9 or 11 sites? And you get paid for them, for all of them. They all come individually, it's quite cool. But yeah, I think it was 1 month in all this time, where the UK, I think it was, had a problem, and those payments were like 2 days late. But normally you get an email telling you you're going to get paid on the 20th of the month in American time, and then you normally get paid on the 29th of the month, except in February, of course, when you get paid on the 28th for 3 years out of 4. But so there you go. Even over Christmas and New Year, American Thanksgiving holidays and all of that, Amazon has got an incredible system when it comes to paying. So once you do need to put your proper bank details in, because that's the other thing. You can be paid by check or bank, but if you get paid by check, then it has to reach an income threshold, and Amazon is a lot more comfortable just wire transferring you the money or electronic fund transfers. They are done through banks, through most countries throughout the world, even here in little old New Zealand. I can get money through into my Kiwi bank account here in New Zealand without any problems at all. And it is there, ready for you on the 29th of the month. So that is something that is worth working towards, I reckon. But anyway, I'm sure there's probably a lot I haven't discussed with regards to getting paid by Amazon or things like that. So if you've got any questions at all, please put them in the description, in the content section below. If you haven't already, would you please hit like and subscribe? Because it takes you not even 0.2 of a second to do it. And yet YouTube actually thinks I'm saying something worthwhile if you do, and that's awesome. And yeah, did I mention I had a couple of new books out on there? Well, they're both, one of them will probably be out by the time you watch this, which is my book, Don't Judge a Prince by His Undergarments. But that's also, there's a link for that below. There's also a link for those of you who follow me for a while. JP Sale and I have been writing a Tangled Tentacles series. Book 4 of that is on pre-order and will be coming out on the 22nd of September. Yay! And I should have more updates for my book, Eradicate, which will be my September release soon, within the next couple of weeks, most definitely. So hang on in there, that'll be coming soon. There is a super thanks below. I don't know what it does. I don't even know what it costs. But if you've got some information that you thought was useful in this, then please help this channel by clicking that for me. That would be really awesome. And yeah, got any questions at all, please let me know in the comments below, because I assure you I answer every comment. It might take me a few days, it could take me a week, but I absolutely answer every comment. So thank you all for listening. I hope I've been helpful, and as per always, hug the ones you love, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye.